How are you doing today? So, my newsletter out today is talking about failure and how to turn failure into success. We're coming up to the end of the year now. It's going to be Christmas before you know it, and then it's going to be January before you know it. So, if you're like me, you're starting to maybe even think now about what have you achieved this year and what haven't you achieved this year. And it's very easy as human beings to kind of look at what we've not done and see it as a failure. One thing I've noticed about people, and if you don't know me, I'm into neurolinguistic programming. I'm a master neurolinguistic programmer. So I work with clients that will often come with an issue like they failed at something, they've not achieved a goal, right? And why this is bad is people very rarely they look where they are now and they go, I failed, right? They don't look back and see how far they've come. Now, in reality, there is no such thing as failure. There is only feedback. Anthony Robbins talks about it because he's NLP trained. Anthony Robbins started with NLP. I like to fail fast when I start a new project. And here's my attitude. My personal attitude is I know it doesn't matter how much planning I do and how much time I put into something, it's not going to be perfect straight away. So therefore, I want to start getting something working so I can see the kinks in the kinks in the armor. I can see where things are going wrong. The faster I fail, the sooner I can do something about it, and I can see where things are going wrong. Now, in NLP, what we do is we what's called reframe, right? We reframe failure as a powerful, powerful, powerful boost, right? To be able to get feedback and information that we can use to move forward. And put right what's gone wrong, or maybe look at doing things in a different way and improve on what's happened. We don't see it as failure. If you know the product WD-40, you know WD stands for water displacement. The 40 stands for the 40th attempt. That product, what you do is you spray it on electrical stuff. If your car breaks down, you can put it on your battery, yeah, and it will improve the connection, right? So if you heard of that, it's the 40th attempt. And if you take this on board, that there's no such thing as failure, only feedback. Thomas Edison's the other classic example. Like he got trying to make a light bulb and it didn't work 1,000 times, and somebody said to him, why don't you quit? And he goes, quit? I've learned 1,000 ways not to do it. And the other big thing in sales actually is, you know, you knock on doors, you keep getting rejected, and then it's like, yeah, but I know if I make, you know, one sale out of every 20 calls I make, every time I get a no, it just means I'm getting closer to a yes. Every time I get a no, it means I'm getting closer to a yes. This is fantastic. Another one out of the way, another one out of the way. I'm going to make a sale. So in the newsletter as well, you're going to learn about how you can potentially stop the negative effects of a failure. Because what happens is it's easy for me to say, and it's easy to read in a book, that, oh yeah, failure is actually great because it means you're learning something, you can move forward. But if you have had a failure that affects you, it's hard to just read that and go, oh, okay, then I'll just carry on. There are ways of dealing with the negative effects of that. I just dealt with a client recently, actually, that couldn't move forward in anything because he was carrying around the problems caused by this so-called failure that doesn't really exist, right? And he just couldn't move forward. We dealt with that, freed him up, and he's soaring. Now, the last thing I'll say is, if you think about this as well, nobody can say they failed unless they quit. What you can say is, I haven't done it yet, but you can't say, I can't do it. You can just say, I haven't done it yet, because guess what? You can keep going. You can keep moving forward. The only real way to fail is to quit. Anyway, I hope you check out my newsletter. You'll find more information in that. Have an awesome day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on my next video.